When you go hunting with Brandt Ruger, you go first class all the way. Private railroad cars, the finest food and wines, beautiful women,
See that?
the best hunting equipment.
Gun has that ring. $700 apiece. It's a present for you boys. It's one for each of you. I thought it would add a little something to the hunting.
And the most dangerous game of all, man.
British Westerns. Although Westerns are typically the domain of America and the Wild West, other countries have made their interpretation of this genre. The British have made their contributions, either by themselves or in collaboration with the US and other countries. Today, let's take a look at a sample of these. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. Like, share and subscribe. You know the drill, let's get into it. Eureka Stockade is a 1949 British film about the story surrounding the Irish-Australian rebel and politician Peter Lalor and the Gold Miners' Rebellion of 1854 at the Eureka Stockade in Ballarat, Victoria, in the Australian Western genre.
You were right, Alicia.
Hannie Caulder is a 1971 British Western directed by Burt Kennedy, starring Raquel Welch, Robert Culp, and Ernest Borgnine. Hannie Caulder is a frontier wife, living with her husband at a horse station between towns in the American West. After a disastrous, failed bank robbery raid, the inept Clements gang, three brothers, arrive at the horse station. After acting friendly, they murder Caulder's husband, gang rape her, burn down the family house, and leave her for dead in the burning house.
Turn a little more sideways. You're a target too, you know. Well, when you fired, he's shooting at you too.
Can I put my pants on?
You're not gonna need them for long.
Just drop the damn bottle.
Raquel Welch is Hannie Caulder.
The Hellions is a 1961 British Western film directed by Ken Anakin, starring Richard Todd, Anne Aubrey, Lionel Jeffries, Ronald Fraser, and Colin Blakely, that was set and filmed in South Africa. A lone law enforcement officer, Sam Haggis, battles criminals in South Africa when the Billings family of Luke Billings and his four sons ride into town to get revenge on Haggis for a previous clash, when he ran Luke Billings out of town.
Billy? What is it, son? What's the matter?
This your wagon, old man?
No, it's mine. Good morning.
Oh, yeah. This your wire, too?
Yes, but I sold it to Mr. Pretorius.
Oh, yes, I know him very well. That's his horse. He loaned it to me because he won't be riding for a while or something.
Or something.
You sell quite a lot of this stuff to the farmers round here, I expect, don't you?
My dad's an authorized agent.
Oh, good for you, Dad.
Yes, well, I own the hardware store down the street. Of course, I only sell it to the small farmers. The boss aren't interested. Hey, wait a minute. I told her that was for a customer.
I got no use for this stuff, mister. And no use for them that sells it neither. You do understand, don't you?
Dad!
Drop it.
Why should it?
The Hellions. There's always trouble when they're around. You better get home quickly.
The Hunting Party is a 1971 American-British Western, directed by Don Medford, for Levi Gardner Lavenne, and starring Oliver Reed, Gene Hackman, Candice Bergen, Simon Oakland, and Ronald Howard. The film was shot at studios in Madrid and on locations around Spain, including the Tabernas Desert in Andalusia. The film's sets were designed by the art director Enrique Alarcón.
Brad! Mr. Ruger, your wife's been kidnapped.
I am Brent Ruger's wife.
It don't matter whose wife you are. Go, man, Matt? No. This'll do it. 700-800 yards.
You mean to say that we go up against them?
Up close, no. But from a distance.
No gun shoots that.
Season. There's no limit and no rules.
Brad, stop it!
Why?
They're not game we bagged. Human beings.
$100 says
Man,
that.
he can't put...
Let's pick off a few more now. To stay out of sight.
Let her go. You get rid of her, I will. Let her go! It doesn't make sense anymore.
Malcolm's gonna ride back and find that man. And tell him he can have the woman.
Stop it! I'll do whatever you want!
A hunt is a contest between the animal with his instincts and the hunter with his determination. You're invited to a party. We'll play the deadliest game of all, hunting 26 men and 1 woman.
Ned Kelly is a 1970 British-Australian biographical bushranger film, the 7th Australian feature film version of the story of 19th century Australian bushranger Ned Kelly, notable for being the first Kelly film to be shot in colour, starring Mick Jagger.
Tis the Kelly gang. At last.
There must be some mistake.
The game's up, Ned. Come quietly.
I'm not Ned Kelly, sir.
But I am.
Blame it on the
Yes, I've come to make a withdrawal. Bail up.
Unlock your safe. Hand out your cash.
Now we're all going for a drive. Come along, Mrs. Scott. There, credit your man.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. I must say, you're much better looking than we'd been led to believe. But why does such a young man wear a beard?
My mother used to say, Mrs. Scott, that kissing a man without a beard was like eating porridge without salt. Do you eat porridge without salt, Mrs. Scott?
Oh, never, Mr. Kelly.
Excuse me.
Someone killed old Jim Devine. Blame it on...
The Overlanders is a 1946 British-Australian Western about drovers driving a large herd of cattle 1,600 miles, 2,575 kilometres, overland from Wyndham, Western Australia, through the Northern Territory outback of Australia to pastures north of Brisbane, Queensland, during World War II, starring Chips Rafferty, John Nugent Hayward, and Daphne Campbell.
Small film unit across this grim country, to fate and young continent breathes in every exciting minute of this picture, with a new star with a different kind of personality, tough Chips Rafferty. And a new kind of girlfriend too, with the compelling beauty of flying fleecy clouds against a brilliant sky. Daphne Campbell, hello there. Australia's Northern Territory
is an endless deserted waste with unexpected patches of beauty. And across those scorching plainlands, Dan drove his great herd of cattle the distance from London to Moscow. Can you wonder that tempers grew short?
Well, we think this trip's crazy anyway. You're likely to lose the whole lot, horses and all, so we're getting out.
Yes, they met every kind of trouble, from cattle getting bogged in swampy ground to disaster. There's hard riding in it, with a humor that happens to real people and maddens them. And on the trail, they also found romance. Overlanding is driving cattle across half a continent, even if they sometimes turn and drive the drovers. A story of man's determination to achieve the impossible, with 2 new stars that give you a picture of the real Australia. Chips Rafferty as Dan, and Australia's outdoor girl, delightful Daphne Campbell as Mary.
The Savage Guns is a 1961 Euro-Western, an international co-production by British and Spanish producers, based on a specially commissioned screenplay, The Santiago Killings, written by Peter R. Newman and directed by Michael Carreras. The film is credited as the first traditional spaghetti western, starring Richard Basehart. The Trap is a 1966 British-Canadian adventure western, directed by Sidney Hayers, starring Oliver Reed and Rita Tushingham, shot in the wilderness of the Canadian province of British Columbia. The film is an unusual love story about a rough trapper and a mute orphan girl. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.